Hello lovely people, I'm Debs. Welcome back to my channel, The Creative Book Shack. I have been looking for things to do with some papers that I sort of decided I didn't like anymore really. I've had them for years, and so ages ago I was watching, I think it was Natasha on Treasure Books, make these tea bag journals, which aren't made out of tea bags, but are the shape of tea bags. What have I done here? There we go. And they open like that. And inside you have a couple of pockets. You have a couple of pockets this side. And then you have a journal to do whatever you like with. Fill up with pretty things. Anyway, I thought I would have a go. This is the result. Let's have a go. I have some of this paper. Now, your paper needs to be square. It doesn't matter what size it is, but it has to be square. This wasn't square. So I've also got these offcuts. I've used some of them. I've used two of them, the other one. I have a ruler. I have a pokey tool and a needle with some thread on it. Bone folder, hole punch, a button, some ink, corner rounder, some embroidery thread, some glue. I also have 2 bits of washi tape stuck to my glass mat because this, I find, is the easiest way for me to do it. So what I'm going to do is turn the paper the right way up. I am going to line this paper up with the diagonals on 5 and it's on 25 down there. And that makes it really skewy. Why? Oh, because that's on 21. So that one needs to be on 26 if that one's going to be on 5. So my diagonals aren't going to move. And I am going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters. So that's going to be on the 1. That's going to be on the 22. And I'm going to just fold that like that. And then the other way, I've moved it. Look, how have I managed to move it? I want that on the 5. Stick. And that's on the 26. Right, so I'm going to fold that there. That's 4 centimeters away from the diagonal. And then 2, 3, 4 takes us to 9 there. And 30 there. Okay, so I've got 2 folds. Now you can wrap them over. I'm not going to. I'm going to cut them off. So I'm going to bone fold those. I'm going to... I found my scissors, by the way. They were in a pot right in front of me. But you see, that's not where I usually put them. I usually hang them on a hook. And so they weren't on there. Right, I can lose this washi tape now. And here, I'm going to cut this like that. So that's what we've got. We don't need to glue it or anything. I think I might ink it though, because I like a bit of ink. And I'm not using mucky brown like I usually do. So it needs to be inked all of the way around the patterned edges. You could use double-sided paper for this quite happily, because you'll just have a pattern on the inside as well. I'm not actually bothered about having a pattern on the inside, so I'm just going to leave it like this. So I'm inking badly all the way around the edges like this, and then I'm going to fold it back up. I'm going to ink down there. I'm going to ink down there like that. I'm going to ink this side as well. So how's everyone doing? It's been such a soggy day today. It just hasn't stopped raining since about 6 o'clock this morning. And it's almost dark now, and it's 10 to 5. The days are getting shorter. Right, now we are going to fold that in half. I'm going to give these a out of place. Give that a good fold. Just ink this bottom bit. And there, almost, still off centre, never mind, is our tea bag thing. This is really going to annoy me. I'm so bad at folding. I'm going to come down a couple of centimetres here. I'm going to fold that over. I'm going to fold that over. And then this inside one, I'm actually going to cut off. Like that. I'm going to give that edge a trim. That edge an ink. I'm going to try once again to get this in vaguely the right place. It's not going to go, is it? Oh well. And this I'm going to stick in here, and I'm going to stick that in there. I'm just going to trim a little bit off. I'm going to stick that in there because I want that edge here to be a little bit reinforced. This is thin cardstock rather than heavy paper. And I need it to be able to hold a string. So we'll stick that there. we'll put that on there like that. We will take this and we will put a hole there. And then we will just give that a little bit of ink. Okay, there is the basic outline of our tea bag. And because it's really upsetting me, most people will be able to fold better than I can. I'm actually going to take those bits off because they're annoying me. And I'm going to take that little bit off as well. Right, okay, now what we've got, I've cut some paper, but I don't know that it's the right size. I need some paper for the inside of this, and I think it needs to be 10. This is 10 by 8. So I'm going to do 20 by 7.5. I have my trimmer. I'm just going to use some normal copy paper. This is, they're usually 21 centimeters, so we'll take that off. So that's my 20, and I want 10. I've doubled this up, by the way. So there's 2 sheets there, and we'll have, is that going to be too small? Oh, well, I could stick that in the middle, couldn't I? I don't think. Then you've got no waste. So let's get rid of that. So I've got 2 at a 10 and 1 that is about 9. Okay. I'm going to centre those second ones, and I'm going to fold these in half like that. Give it a good burnish. Why did I do it 10? I have no idea why I did it 10. When I said it needed to be done at 7.5. So let's see if I can do 4 sheets of this in one go. Ooh, nearly lost it. 7.5. And then this one won't be too small. That needs to go about there. 7.5. I did say 7.5, didn't I? And now I have 6 sheets folded in half. And these are going to go in here. Now this has the brilliant effect of also holding the pockets in place. So I am going to go roughly in the centre. I'm going to go about there. I'm going to go, what did I leave, about a centimetre. I'm going to go about there. They look vaguely even. I have a threaded needle. I am using crochet cotton. The crochet cotton that's used to make lace. I find it really strong. So that's going to go through there. This is your basic, where's the hole? There's the hole. This is your basic 3-stitch, 3-hole binding stitch. That's going to go through there. Like that. And then I'm just going to hold that out of the way. Can't even see. Why can't I see that hole? Got to be there somewhere. I can see the cotton going through. There we go. Have you ever seen a more cack-handed way of doing this? That goes that way. That goes that way. I pull it tight. I tie a knot. I tie a double knot. I hope everybody's well and you've got lovely things planned for the weekend. I've been thinking about what I'm going to do on this channel, and I'm thinking I shall probably do videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Right, that's got a bit of the fold on there, so I'm just going to trim it off. Then re-ink it. Is that gonna still catch? Yeah, it is a little bit. So we'll take a bit more off. And re-ink it again. Okay, so this what we have so far. We have our tea bag shaped journal. It's got pockets that we don't need to glue or anything because we've sewn along the centre, and we've got them here. You might want to glue there. You might want to glue there. I don't think I do. I'm going to put that just out of the way because I'm going to need that again in a second. I have here the height was 10. I think that's going to be too small, so I'm going to put them in sideways. Yeah, I'm going to put them in sideways. I'm going to cut these 10 by 7.5. So 7.5 is there. I should get 2 out of these. 10. They're only just over, so I'm just going to leave those. We can have one of those and a smaller one, and one of these is a smaller one. Corner rounder. And round off all the corners. And excuse me, I'm going to have a drink because very tickly throat. I want to send some well wishes to my friend Maggie at Journaling with Maggie, because I know she hasn't been particularly well over the last couple of days. Maggie, I hope you're feeling much better now. I am also very grateful to my new subscribers. I don't know who you are, but it's lovely to have you here. You can decorate these as much or as little as you want. I'm just going to put these in the pockets. It's sort of like writing cards, really. A bit of a journaling card. Or you could stick a photograph on the back. Or you could decorate it to your heart's content. I'm not going to do that. I'm just showing you how to make the basic. And then it's up to you how wild you want to go with it when it comes to decoration and embellishments. I tend to do these things in 2 stages anyway. I tend to make a few of the bases and then go on and make the embellishments for it and decorate them. And so that's a whole different game, isn't it? I got myself a nice new box at a charity shop yesterday for embellishments. It cost me £1.50. I'll show you in a minute. I was very pleased. And I got 2 books as well that I thought will be great junk journaling fodder. Right. We're going to put, what we're going to do, we're going to put the big one in the back. Get in there. Oh, look, that works. We're going to put the smaller one in there. We're going to put the bigger one in the back and the smaller one in there. Now, to be honest, these are a bit pretty for me. And I will probably take them to a craft fair. Right, now, what do I have? I have a little bit. Should we do it the same? Yes, let's do it the same. I have a little bit here that I am just going to fold in half, and I am going to trim. I tried a different colour ink. It didn't work. Trim those edges off. That's not straight. And then I'm going to eyeball this because, oh, that's so bad. This is why I should never eyeball things. That's fine. That will do fine. Just go around here. And this is a small tea bag that we're going to use as a closure. And we're going to use a funky polka dot button. Where's it? Oh, there it is over there. Right, what I want to do is I want to put some of this embroidery thread through this hole. I'm going to double it up. I want to stick it in there. I want enough to wrap around the button. So I'm thinking, I am thinking about that much. So I'm going to cut that off there. I am going to thread this wrong end, cut that end off. Let's thread this. Apparently I'm not going to thread it through there. You will go through that hole. Oh, I am so cat-handed today. Look what I've done. Let's try this again. Cut it neatly. Put it through the hole. Still hasn't worked. I still left a bit out. Just poke that bit through. You will go through there. It's extremely annoying, isn't it? There we go. Right. Thankfully that bit's going to be hidden. So I want that to be stuck inside here. So I'm going to use some wet glue all around it. I'm also going to put a bit up that side in the middle. I'm going to stick this on that side like that and seal it up. And you can just sit like that for a bit. Right, do I have another tiny piece? Oh, here we go. Here's a tiny piece. Here's a button. I wish to sew this button onto here. It's one of these buttons. It's slightly raised, but it's not got a proper toggle on it. It's got a flat bit on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew it to that, cut off the excess, but then stick that to that. Does that make any sense to you at all? So not on there. Oops. And I'm just going to go through it a couple of times because I don't want it to fall off this card. How far do I want it? About there, I reckon. Yeah, that'll do it. And we can go back through there. Back through the button. One last time. And I'm just going to slip that through there. And through there. Like that. Stick my needle back over there. Cut that off. And now I want to cut away the excess. Like I say, I just want something to wrap the button around. And I find it easier to do that with these sort of... I could have sewn it directly onto there and covered the other side. But once you've folded the pockets up, it's not that easy to do. Right, you can come off there. You are going to go down there. So I'm going to glue the back of this. Actually, I think... Ooh, dropped it. Just going to take a little bit more off that side. I'm going to put a fair amount of glue on this. Right to the edges. Into the holes that I've sewn through. Then I'm going to hold that up. Let that hang down. And put this about there. I'm going to find myself a pair of flat tweezers, and I'm just going to go round and stick this underneath the button make sure that's all glued on. And there we go. I'm going to wait until that's dry before I do it up, but obviously it's a wraparound. And so there we have one tea bag journal with a tea bag tag and a funky button that has a couple of journaling cards, how many pages did I put in there? 6. Yeah, so you've got a small 24-page journal, a couple more journaling cards, and like I say, you can decorate it to your heart's content. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I shall put out another video on Monday. See you soon. Bye-bye.